are so pretty, 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 pretty. Baby girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty.
Today I'm going to show you guys some easy at-home ab and glute workouts that you guys can do. Remember, I am not a professional, so do your research. You want to make sure your back is glued to the floor, and when you extend your arms and legs, you do not want your legs to touch the ground. Make sure you keep your core engaged the whole time. Guys, I am not a professional, so I don't know what every exercise is called. These are kind of funky. It's kind of like a leg throw, but you just glue your feet together and keep your knees open wide, and then just lift your legs up and down. You want to make sure your back is glued to the floor and make sure your core is engaged the whole time. So for the tabletop plank, you want to make sure you keep your body in a straight line. You want to engage your core, engage your glutes, and you want to make sure you're not sinking your butt to the ground. You want to keep everything nice and tight. So for the scissors, you want to make sure, again, your back is glued to the floor, your abs are engaged. You can either put your hands up under the top of your bottom, like I'm doing here, or you can just leave your hands out to the side. You can also rest your neck on the ground, or you can come up a little bit as you see me doing right here. I believe that gives you more of a burn, but don't take my word for it. Also, you want to make sure that your feet are not touching the floor, and you want to make sure you are not moving at a fast pace. Okay, so for these, you want to make sure that your foot is pointed and you're just opening and closing your legs. When you get to the top of the movement, you want to make sure you're engaging your glutes. Also, you want to make sure your core is engaged. So these are similar to the ones that I just did, but instead of doing an open and closed movement, you're doing an up and down movement. When you get to the top of the exercise, you want to engage your glutes and you want to engage your core. If you can tell by my face, you're really going to feel these. These is working the sides of your glutes. So for the donkey kicks, you can either do these without the weight, with the weight, or you can also do it with a resistance band. You want to make sure, again, that your core is engaged. And when you get to the top of the movement, you want to make sure you're engaging your glutes. Really squeeze when you get to the top of that movement. For the windshield wipers, you want to make sure you complete that full movement. You want to make sure you get your leg all the way up and over. Once you come back to the starting point, that is considered one. Again, once you get to the top of that movement, you want to make sure you're squeezing at the top and engaging your glutes. Again, guys, I am not a professional, so please do your research. I'm only here to try to help as much as I can. I know working out in the gym can be very intimidating, so I'm just trying to share what little knowledge I do have. I hope these videos are useful. Bye, guys.